It's joke, no joke, no joke. Oh, you know what it is. Keep on hating. You know what it is. Choke, no joke, chicky choke, no joke. Come on, y'all sing it with me. Choke, no joke, chicky choke, no joke. You know what it is. We here now. You know what it is. Choke, no joke. You already know we outside. You know what I mean? Looking good. You know what I mean? I'll beat a nigga ass in the wheelchair. Listen, I wore this hat, you know what I mean? Just for Roden Rat Jr. Alright? This hat was made for you. Rat Nation, you rat. Alright? But, you know, when you get healthy, Reggie, and you can go about 3 rounds, we gonna do a charity boxing match. Alright? Cause you talking all that tough stuff, nigga. You couldn't beat me in a fight in your prime, nigga. I'll whip your ass like I was neck bone. shout out, shout out neck bone. You know what it is. But you know, we ain't gonna even go there because you ain't got no wins in Mikasa until you can get up and go 3 rounds. When you get there, we gonna do a celebrity boxing match, all right? Since you so goddamn tough. You know what I'm saying? You so tough, you talking about you gonna bring niggas with you to the trial, and if niggas get out of line, your niggas gonna take them somewhere and grape them? So you wasn't down with the Grape Street. You took the G off your joint. You was down with the Grape Street without the G, right? What type of niggas are y'all niggas in California? That's the Reggie type of niggas, not the official type, because I got some official ones over there. But who runs around outside of Ray J and Reggie talking about bringing men to grape other men out of their manhood as a way of handling beef? And you talking about I out here messing with little boys? Reggie, the more you lie, the more guilty you look, right? You ever seen me with a little boy, Reggie? Anybody you know ever seen me with anybody that is a underage person? But you can explain that in your deposition when we get to court, nigga. All right? Trust me. And you can countersue me. Cool. I'm with that. Do that. All right? I'm waiting. Right? Now, not only you talking about you got dudes that's going to grape dudes if they approach you at the trial, you the same dude that told a story about when your daughter's boyfriend did something to your daughter, how you brought the Grape Street Crips over to his house and you had them pull his pants down and they was getting ready to grape him and your daughter started crying. Now I saved this video so I can talk about it in our court deposition if you say I'm lying, that you were going to get your daughter's boyfriend graped by some Grape Street Crips, and when they went to take his pants down and take his back pockets, your daughter started crying, "No, daddy, no, daddy, don't do that to him." And you was mad at your daughter for stopping you. So clearly to me, whether it was your daughter or if it was you talking about going to court, you have a thing with taking a man's manhood and that you find attractive. Now, you're not going to tell me you ain't no booty bandit, because that's booty bandit activity, right? And like I told you, your boy told me there is a guy that done slid in your back pockets and your boy the trucker, you and the trucker was sleeping with the same guy. That's what your guy said, right? I don't know if it's true or not. I'm just saying what your guy said. You would know if it's true, and I would think you wouldn't have a problem with it when you're talking about you got dudes that run with you that have sex with men. You got dudes that run with you that as a part of a punishment, they have sex with men that are heterosexual. But that's a whole other weirdo story, right? Because we know you the nigga that get the chick that everybody already had. Whether it's Keefy D or if it's Suge. You know, they done ran through your joint already. So you down there eating Keefy D and Suge babies. You know, how Suge babies taste, nigga? Are they sweet as sugar? Nigga, you got Keefy D and Suge Knight sloppy thirds, and you think you that dude. Nah, nigga. Nah, nigga. You the nigga that wanted the girl that everybody that had money had that you couldn't get when you was a scrub. You know, I know niggas like you. You sat there and watched niggas be with the baddest chick in the game in the neighborhood, and you couldn't get her because you was a bum ass nigga. And then when you finally get on and they done moved on in life, when they washed up, you get the washed up and marry the washed up one after everybody done ran through it. You know what I'm saying? Eating these niggas babies. They them old ass 90s babies that done corroded and rotted up in there. You are down there eating that old sugar. oh God, let me focus on what I came for. Right? So, Mr. Sugar Residue Eater, Mr. Keefy D Residue Eater, let me say something to you, brother. You think I care about you talking about me riding on the back of a bike, which is a grab, which is something that 95% of the people in the country ride on? I'll show you video of 3 men on a grab together, right? But understand this, dummy. You niggas would not see nothing unless I show it to you, right? And if I was insecure about myself in any way, I wouldn't post no videos if I didn't want you to see me. You only seen it because I showed it to you. So now let's move on to TMZ. I guarantee you, y'all, and I'm willing to bet anybody watching that Reggie Wright Jr. will be impeached during this trial. Who want to bet? I'm taking anybody's bet. Who want to bet me Reggie will be impeached in this trial? Anybody? Please, anybody. Anybody want to bet me that Reggie is going to be impeached in this trial? I'm going to show you the first impeachment. Dumbass keep running his mouth, right? And just did an interview with TMZ. In this interview, he was asked, have you ever met Keefy D? Do you know Keefy D? This is going to be the first impeachment. Hopefully the defense is watching and they'll take this video and they'll write these notes down, because here's your impeachment, carte blanche for me. All right? I'm doing this carte blanche for the defense. Reggie, you said that you never met Keefy D until 2012 to 2014. You couldn't remember. Over and out in what county is it? Somewhere out there where you live at, I guess. Um, it wasn't Orange County. It wasn't Calabasas. Uh, it don't matter, right? You said you saw Keefy D because his wife used to work in a supermarket out there in the good part of California, right? And you was walking out the supermarket and I don't know if you was walking, but you was coming out the supermarket and Keefy D was like, "What's up, little Reg? You know who I am?" And you like, "Nah, man, it's me, Keefy D from Southside Crips." And you said, "Oh man, they still allow you to claim that?" Now this is where, let me explain something to you. There are various YouTube people out here that's going to tell you Reggie is lying when he tell you he did not meet Keefy D until 2012 to 2014 in Corona, California. That's where it's at. Corona, I need to look that up. Reggie Wright Jr. in Corona, California. Maybe that your address will pop up there, right? Yeah, my process service, I got to tell them, Corona, California. I'm glad you did that interview today. Keep talking, right? So you coming out the supermarket in Corona, California, you run into Keefy D. He says to you, "Oh man, yo, what's up? I'm Keefy D," right? You told the guy at TMZ you never knew Keefy D until 2012 to 2014 when he approached you coming out the supermarket. Impeachment number one. Well, Reggie, if you didn't know who Keefy D was until 2012 to 2014, why was your name in Keefy D's payout book in 98? That don't even matter. I can't prove that. I can't prove that you knew him because your name was in his payout book. All right? All right. I'll give you another one, even though that's a fact, right? You got Arnie, the Compton cop, who sees your dad and you pull up in a red Lexus and go into Keefy D's shop in 95, maybe? 94? But you didn't know Keefy D until 2014 in Corona, California. I'm gonna pull Arnie out of it. Yo, Arnie, can I get an interview with you, Arnie? Arnie the Compton cop. Can I get an interview with you? Please hit me up, sir. ChokenoJoke@gmail. If I can, that's CHOKENOJOKE@gmail. Arnie the Compton cop. Please reach out to me if I could do an interview with you, please. Right? But we gonna, Arnie saw you and your dad going to Keefy D's shop, right? We gonna leave Arnie out of that, right? But here's where I could guarantee impeachment. Reggie, you said you didn't know Keefy D until 2014 and 2012, 2014, when you met him in Corona, California, when he approached you out of nowhere and introduced himself. If that is true, then how did you go to the grand jury in 2023 and testify in the grand jury that Keefy D pulled the gun on you at the Soul Train Awards in 96? Let me ask you that question again, Reggie. Michael Sanf, here's your first impeachment on Reginald Wright Jr. If you did not know Keefe D, as you stated in your TMZ interview today, until 2012 to 2014, how did you identify Keefe D as the guy that pulled the gun on you at the Soul Train Awards when we know he didn't even do it? It was C. Gutter. But we're going to go with your testimony in the grand jury where you said that Keefe D pulled the gun on you. How did you know that was Keefe D then? I'll wait. I'll wait. Sidebar. Hey, Jay-Z, didn't your ugly ass say the graffiti was dead? Nigga, I'm in Asia. They still doing graffiti, Jay-Z. I thought you said graffiti was dead. I'll get back to you later. I don't want to say, oh, you always talk about, I ain't talked about Jay-Z in I don't know how long. So all you people talk about, oh, you always talk about Jay-Z. I ain't talked about Jay-Z. As soon as I mentioned, oh, I knew you was going to talk about Jay-Z. Get off Jay-Z's stick, niggas. Now, another thing. Reggie, you said you was never a suspect in Tupac's murder. Only Biggie's, right? Oh, I got your request for a proffer in April of 2008. Keefe D got his proffer session December, and then you asked for a proffer session in April. Reggie, what did you need a proffer for? Now, you said that you was never a suspect in Tupac murder. But today on TMZ, what did you say, Reggie? I was only a suspect in Tupac's murder by Russell Poole, who was a disgraced cop who died from bad health. You insensitive bitch. Rest in peace, Russell Poole, Russell Poole. He was a disgraced cop who died for bad health. God don't like ugly, nigga. This is why your ass is rolling down the street with no endo, sipping on no juice, lay back. No, you know what? No, you need the other song. You need the Ice Cube in your life. I'm gonna give you those lyrics in a second. I'm trying to think what it was that I was going to say. How you going to be the Reggie Wright for Life crew with a white dude telling you what to do? Get rid of that devil real simple. Reggie, you know the rest of that lyrics, right? Nigga, how you the Reggie Wright crew with a white dude telling you what to do? Get rid of that devil real simple. Yeah. You like that, Reggie, don't you? You racist ass, right? So, now, today, Reggie, you want to finally admit that you was a suspect in Tupac's murder. But you was a suspect by a disgraced, not healthy cop. It doesn't matter if Russell Poole, which we know wasn't a disgraced cop, his health was questionable because there ain't no telling what they did to him in that meeting. But none of that matters. You know why? Because all that matters is you finally admitted that you were a suspect in Tupac's murder. But you went one further talking about, well, me and Suge. This nigga here, boy, you is a straight up bitch. Me and Suge was suspects. So you suspects in Tupac's murder and you was suspect in Big's murder. But the prosecution got you up there as a key witness, but you was a suspect. How the hell does a witness that's a suspect become a witness in the own murder trial where he was a suspect? Hey, Kunta, you know why you don't get promoted over here, Kunta? Because you are one-sided, Kunta. You and Karen are one-sided. Y'all just had Roden Rat Jr.'s father on the show. For years, he said Reggie called him within an hour, around 11 o'clock, and said that Orlando Anderson shot Tupac and Suge. He said it on the Seaside interview. He said it on the interview with the dude from London. He said it in other interviews. And he come on your channel and he changes his story. Talking about, oh, I was never told anyone in particular. I was just told about, the set, the crew, the Southside Crips. Well, Kunta, go on my Instagram. I'll put a nice presentation together for you of Reggie Wright Jr.'s father saying several times that Reggie called him after the shooting happened and told him it was Orlando Anderson and Southside. And the fact that y'all only interview Reggie, his pops, and anybody that Reggie tell y'all to interview, y'all would never grow your channel because we always see y'all are one-sided. Now, either y'all two dumb mother effers or y'all must be this nigga family. But trust and believe. The people out here in the YouTube universe, in the Tupac universe, y'all are Johnny come lately. Y'all too late. And the fact that y'all are one-sided is why nobody supports your fucking channel. Now, I just gave you free game. Now, learn to be unbiased and stop letting Reggie mind F you, because he got his wee-wee in your goddamn brain. Because y'all are so screwed up in the head, it's like, it's hilarious. And y'all sitting there laughing. And y'all gonna get sued for letting this nigga say whatever he want on your channel. Why you think he's saying it on your channel? Because he know y'all gullible. Now let me get back to work. Now, Reggie, you said something very interesting that you never said before. You said people only accuse you and Suge of killing Tupac because we knew that y'all owed him money. Wait a minute, Reggie. Are you finally admitting it? That Pac ordered it death row? And he wanted to leave? So now everything's coming out. Why did it wait for you this long when you've been denying it all these years? Now you say in the TMZ video, oh yeah, they were saying that, they felt, we killed Tupac, because we owed the money, but we worked that out. Once the audit was over and was done and they got paid, Afeni, Afeni score got paid, people stopped saying that. That was true. They came up with a number and we paid it and we worked it out. And that was when and then I was running Death Row. This is when Suge was in jail. We worked it out, and we put out several other albums. And then, that was dead after that. People only said that because we owed Pac money, but we worked it out. What? Wow, Reggie? Really? So all the years that we've been saying that Tupac wanted to leave Death Row and that he audited Death Row and wanted to see where his money was, you said that was a lie. Now today on TMZ, you admitting that you was a suspect in Tupac's death because y'all, and you keep saying we, like Suge was your husband or you was co-CEO. We know you was Suge bottom bitch. If what you say is true about Suge was bunking dudes, I'm almost willing to believe that he bunked you. Since y'all was saying that, and Ray J talking about he used to run and get the butter for him. I believe that you and him was lovers, the way you acting and put out his goddamn business with all the other women like a jealous bitch. So, I want y'all to think about this. What is going on with Las Vegas, Clark County's district attorneys, that they will have a suspect in Tupac's murder as a witness? And Keefy D been telling us that Reggie did it. And he was lying. And we know Keefy D was lying about that book, bare minimum, because his inconsistencies and his stories didn't match what was in that book. However, why is Las Vegas Clark County prosecutors using a suspect as a witness in a murder? Is that making sense to anybody, or am I tripping? Reggie went on TMZ today and said that he was a suspect in Tupac's murder. But the Clark County District Attorney has the suspect as a witness? I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. But I will tell y'all this. I'm willing to bet anybody any amount of money that Reggie Wright Jr. will be impeached in this trial. Reggie just went on TMZ and said, watch, he gonna try to clean it up after he see this video. He gonna be like, oh shit, I said that, oh. Watch. Reggie's gonna go and try to clean this up. But you said you was a suspect in Tupac's murder, and that was only because y'all owed the money and Tupac was trying to audit y'all, and then once y'all worked out the money and everything, all that went away. Really? Yo, Mo Preem, is that true? Sec, is that true? That Reggie was a suspect, and once he paid y'all the money, y'all was good? Your mother was good, Sec? Y'all auntie was good? Lassane? Talib? Aisha? So Reggie was a suspect in Tupac's murder, and now he's the witness, when all along KVD is telling us that Reggie did it.